Well, hi, we're here with Dr. Tural, a pediatrician. Dr. Tural, I'd like you to tell us a little bit what should parents pay attention to in order to what they should do with newborn babies and maybe even, infants and children as they grow up and go to school, and what should they not do? Give us a little bit of an overview which could make parents' life a little bit easier.
Yes, as you know, Mr. Flash, children don't come with an user's manual, instruction booklet, so therefore you have to rely on the professional's advice, and then you have to little subtle signs you have to act on sometimes, and we do emphasize that at birth to parents. Seemingly unimportant signs sometimes are really important, and then the best way to handle things is anything that, of course, they have to familiarize themselves with the normals of a newborn or an infant or a school-age children. By the time they are at school-age group, they, mothers and fathers, they do know a lot about their children, the pattern, how they behave when they're sick and what have you. But as a newborn, it's a great mystery to the parents, new parents. So that they should have no reservation contacting their pediatricians and ask seemingly unimportant or not too smart questions, but sometimes those lead to great interventions, and then a big problem would be avoided in a quick and short and timely manner.
So what you're saying, Dr. Tural, is that a parent, if in doubt, should pick up that phone and call his or her pediatrician rather than saying, oh my God, he's just going to tell me this is normal and I did that for the 6th time already, blah, blah, blah. So it's basically that's what a pediatrician is here for. But tell us some, I'm sure there is many symptoms and many things a child may exhibit and a parent may wonder about it and some might know about it, which are those seemingly important or unimportant things. But tell us a few of the things which a parent should say, look, let's rather call the doctor because we don't know what it is. Give us a few examples a parent should call the doctor for.
Right. Say for a newborn, anytime there's a temperature movement outside the normal range, they should contact the doctor. If the temperature is registering low or high, those would be a sign for the parents to act.
What is low and what is high? Where does it start?
Anything below 97.8 for a newborn would be low, whereas it's normal for us. And anything above 99.2 would be
high.
A high temperature. High temperature in the sense that it needs to be.
Go ahead.
There needs to be that needs to be noticed, and then an intervention needs to be in place for it to be brought back to normal. Sometimes it is simple as taking off one layer of clothes and then or removing the blanket, and then that would take care of that temperature variance. But that needs to be done, and until they get comfortable with how to regulate the temperature of a newborn, they would call the doctor and then get the advice for it.
I see. Okay. So basically there are certain ways of regulating the temperature of a newborn. We'll maybe going into a different video into that a little bit more specifically, if you don't mind, giving us lots of example on that. But on this video, what else would you say is a reason to call the doctor?
The feeding pattern, even though it is ever changing in the newborn period, it is their intake would go up gradually but steadily. And if they see a decline in the amount of nutrition feeding, then that would be a sign to closely monitor.
I see.
And
that makes sense.
And
the baby needs to grow, and if it starts eating less, that isn't going to happen, right?
Right. Yeah. And another thing would be their demeanor. If they are if the baby is a comfortable, content baby, and then all of a sudden starts crying, and then doesn't stop crying, that would be a sign to again do something about it. It sometimes involves calling the doctor. Even though we do tell them that they should make sure that the baby's belly is comfortable and warm, and then that their diaper is dry and changed, and then those would be two most important things. Body temperature, sometimes it is as simple as their hands or feet being cold. That makes the baby uncomfortable and cry. So those things they can quickly check on those things, and then if they don't have any answer to the infant's crying, newborn's crying, they would contact the doctor.
Well, all right. Well, good. Look, I'm sure there's a lot more. And in fact, we're going to go into details, many different ones. It looks like that just about every symptom warrants a few minutes of talking. So why don't we going to go and do that? That people out there, can look up different things, whether it's digestion and again, I think you said in another video. A baby can't say where it hurts, a little bit like your cat or your dog. So you need to be relying on a professional to do its measurement, to find out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, sometimes you have no other choice. Even though, thanks God, 90% of the time it's a false alarm, and there's nothing there, and it goes away again anyway. But obviously, you want to make sure that you don't miss the 10% when something was wrong, right?
Right, exactly.
Good. Well, I appreciate your candidness, and we're going to talk a lot more. Bye-bye, Dr. Tural.
Bye, thank you.